What's good, YouTube? And welcome to the house. I almost didn't get to do a video today. I was mailing out prizes for the 24-hour live stream, and then I got a little something in my inbox. So this is either a meme or something very cool. The GHOSTCORP sent this on in. He's a small YouTuber, so I thought I would load this live, and we also have pretty much a full market watches worth of stuff here. I see a letter and something that feels somewhat heavy for cards. Oh, if this is a Mystic Mine. If this is a Mystic Mine. I'm gonna read this first, though. What's good, John? We hope this letter finds you well. We understand that times can be tough, especially with how 2020 has been thus far. From aliens to hornets to events being canceled, it was honestly one crazy year. Hopefully things are not too bad for you. They're going pretty well, thanks for asking. He asked me, what's good? We, the Ghost Corporation, just want everyone to take a moment to take a break from what it all really quickly to truly appreciate to what we have as Yu-Gi-Oh players. The Yu-Gi-Oh community is more than just that. To me, the Yu-Gi-Oh community is like a family. We may bicker and squabble every now and then, but at the end of the day, we always come back together to enjoy the game we love. That's right, people tear each other up over, like, opinions on cards and that kind of stuff. Like, and then they go back to normal, like, oh, your opinion was just trash. I love you, buddy. Some of the most important members of the family, including all our content creators, just like House of Champs. Without our content creators, this game wouldn't be nearly as fun and exciting, nor would we have some of the best memes in existence. We, the Ghost Corporation, feel as though sometimes content creators don't get the appreciation they deserve. If no one else says it to you today, we appreciate you, John. Dude, stop. I'm bad at taking compliments, really, but thank you so much. You work hard to provide the community with information and entertainment. We hope all stays well, and we wish you a safe 2020 and beyond. P.S. We hope you enjoy the gift we have for you. So if you don't know, the in the comment sections that you might see from time to time, the emotes are partly because of Ghost Corp, and he's also a channel that does a lot of skits. So the card is backward. Big reveal. You guys are gonna see it first, and of course it's an E. Thank you for the kind words, man. I really do appreciate it. And let's see here. This is a structure deck hero strike version of the E. Let's go ahead and get into market watch, and thank you so much, man. Check out the Ghost Corp. They have funny skits and that kind of stuff. They are content creators themselves that are coming out and up and learning as they go. Rise of the Duelist has a lot of changes happening real quick, starting with Ice Dragon's Prison being $20 freaking dollars. This was $5 on release, $8 for a while. You could grab this for $12 last week, and now it is $20. Really, like 10 to 12 last week. So almost doubling in price. Will this stick? I don't know, but people are grabbing a lot of them, and I think other vendors were probably prepared for this price hike, so I expect some competition on the fallout, but this just keeps going. A non-searchable trap here in 2020, worth it? I know Bear X Bear, another smaller content creator, just did a Tech Tuesday on this. I think MST TV also featured this on Cards You Should Need. Like, this is a great tech that not everybody's going to get the ability to play, but as we get into grindier games within the format that aren't just break your board or do you, like, it actually ends up as a very good trap card. It reads target one monster in your opponent's graveyard, special summon it to your field, but its effects are negated, then you can banish a monster from both players' fields that have the same name and type as each other. You can only activate one Ice Dragon's Prison per turn. So, like, you have advantages against dinosaurs, Eldritch, so many different meta decks when you actually get to activate this card. Also, Nadir Servant is going up towards the $70 mark for one of the first times. This kept floating between 60 to 65. Now the lowest is 68, and it is up to 70 on this front page, and people grab this by the playsets. This did very well at the LCS, so that might be why people are going in droves after this card. Triple Tactics Talent has quite a few sellers, but they're all lining up around the $100 mark, and there's more sellers for Droplet now. I think there's 20 total listings, but it's still going up. It's towards 93, and it's towards 100 on this front page just about. So Tactics Talents and Forbidden Droplet are still doing that dance for first place within this set. This got a lot of hype after the ban list, and it is seeing a lot of play, especially with Gamma in this format to punish Gamma and other hand traps, of course, but being able to steal that tuner, go into Hellkey Fibrax for a lot of decks, they really enjoy that with their going second options. And this is not only good going first, but also second. More so second to break boards, but you can set this. Like, you lose the dice roll, this is still something you set that is disruption against your opponent. So this is good both ways. Just as Triple Tactics Talent is, they activate a hand trap, well, you have advantage back. Or if you're going second, they activate something, well, you punish them. And also, like I said, going first against Gamma. Really, Rise of the Duelist is such an interesting conversation point because sealed product for this went up recently. You see a motivated seller here for a box before it's towards 100 a box. Hey, you can grab those boxes using my TCG player link in the description down below, costing you nothing extra. Support the channel directly for the cards you'd already be buying. But I think that when it comes to this, people realistically are looking to just grab and bust for their chances at not only the Starlight rares, but also 3 chase cards, which is almost unheard of in Yu-Gi-Oh! Usually there's just 2 of them. You usually have like 2 $60 cards. We can go back to a terrible set, NECH, but it still had Cleefort, Disc, I believe, and Virgil, and those were both $60 for a while. This is crazy. This is insane value for a set, and iGas went up to 100-ish a box just for Lightning Storm, and you have 2 cards vying for prices like Lightning Storm, with a third bringing up the rear for an entire engine where you can get good value out of. I see why the sealed is busting up so much, and I think people are going to continue to rip this open for those free chances at Starlights and also those chase cards. But boy, have I seen some stink-y boxes as well. Definitely some ones that you would not want to be opening yourself. Camion Wizard is up in price, and supposedly this is for an instant fusion target or something for Magistus. I'm not exactly sure on that, but we do see cards like this from the Astro Packs that only have their 1 printing, such as Rare Fish as well, just spike out of the blue, and you see that the lowest near mint is 15 versus $7. It is a fusion spellcaster monster that you can access. Let me know if you're a Magistus player and that is why it's spiking, and if you need one for your deck. We see similar things happen with Marvelous. I covered this more recently, but it's an instant fusion target for the Dragoonity stuff, being a wind-winged beast level 4 as well. Great for synchroing, great for doing many things in the deck, and yeah, the lowest is actually in Italian. The lowest English are towards 20. So if you have these cards and you didn't know you had some money, they're pretty hot right now, and you might want to get rid of them or be aware of the decks they're played in, and you don't have to pay for them if you pulled these anciently from Astral Pack 3 and Astral Pack 4. Let's look at Eternity Code real quick. Everything seems to be cooling off. Access Code Talker, cooling off from where we last showed it. It was kind of scarily going towards 80. Animador Archosaur falling down just a bit if that price is actually reflective. Nope, it is still near the $50 mark, so he's trying to clean up there. Last we look, I think he was around 52 though, so that is still a cool off. Gearsu has been going down slowly, but what's this? Despite everything else around here falling back down from the hype, Link Ross just steadily is trending upwards, and it looks like he may finally get to that $30 price point we talked about when the set first came out long ago. Link Ross is almost 25 solid now, but there are so many listers at this point, so many people who did not want to sell this for 12 to 15, and you see they have high quantities, so that's going to kind of stop it from being able to go up too much. And I think with Link Ross here, it's amazing for combo decks. It is something that will probably be addressed on the FNL list if Halki Fibrex himself isn't, because of we all voted him into immortality, giving him some kind of product. But with Link Ross here, I do think that you have a good amount of time to play him versus this price spent if you're going for remote duels, if you're after those ultimate Nibirus that are wonky and messed up texted, Super Polys, Toon Kingdoms, if you're after the new OTS pack, one of the only ways to win those is remote duels or dueling with cards IRL. I would suggest remote duels personally for safety reasons, but this is going up in price, and that is probably the reason why people are actually getting use out of it to play for prizes versus the time they estimate that it could be hurt by an FNL list. Remember, time is money. Getting to actually use something is also money, but I do think that you get in that weird place of banless fears and you'll see it go back down around then, but you can maybe even see it go up against these crazy quantities in the meantime, or it could just be stuck. Red Eyes Dark Dragoon is falling a little in prices. Pot of Extravagance rises slowly over time. We see a couple of more motivated sellers here around the $39 point, under 40. Before it's that 42 that we know oh so well. But the fact that competition is rising and those prices aren't selling kind of speaks to this engine. Like, everybody has their deck with Dragoon. I can play a Dumpster Fire with Dragoon, and it turns out okay. I went 2-1 and matched rated with that. But Extravagance is what people are grabbing in threes, and even though there's a lot of listers here, we see it slowly sapping some of that value from Dragoon. Whenever we look at a full set, when something goes down, something else tends to go up whenever the set is early and fresh. That's called value displacement. And Extravagance, it's selling in threes. The Ultra was higher in price before this release, and it's just such a wanted card. I would love to actually see this in Gold Rare. I think it would fit the card so well. But will Konami do that reprint was so good, let's do it again after Toon Chaos and this? I guess we can wait and see, because we really got shocked by what they were willing to put in the Megatins. Apollosa versus Gold series, yep, it's still here. Masquerena looking nice in Prismatic Secret. We thought they might not do it because of Starlight. They just threw everything in the kitchen sink in here. Also, Phantasme is an interesting talking point because he's around $5 in market price, but you will see motivated sellers just come in and undercut that, and there are quite a few on the front page under 5. So, like, people are willing to keep undercutting on Megatins for now, while they have the quantities, while they're getting in that competition. And do keep in mind, Black Friday sales. GameStop historically, as well as Barnes & Nobles, and they're hurting this year, tend to slash prices to where you can get in. So I've stressed this in several market watches. Budget with the upcoming products in November, and for those Black Friday sales, and for Genesis Impact in December, and then you can kind of rest until you're getting all your friends' Christmas gifts and that kind of stuff. Budget throughout October for this upcoming month, because it's going to be crazy for Yu-Gi-Oh! But if you're going after anything right now, please use that TCG player link in the description down below, costing you nothing extra to support the channel directly for the cards you'd already be buying. And we're like 30 subscribers away, I believe, from hitting that next nice 1K even number. So subscribe if you do enjoy the content, and like the video if you enjoyed the discussion. I barely got this one out here today, but there were enough changes to definitely go, whoa, that's happening, to be able to cover. And thank you to the GHOSTCORP for the kind words again. Check him out. He's an up-and-coming channel. It really has that raw feel. It feels like 2008 YouTube, but in a good way to me, and they're polishing themselves as well.